Hi, this is Ian, and this is going to be about using article sites for SEO. So if you have a website, your own website, and you're thinking about using article sites for your website and to help your traffic and SEO and all that, then this is for you. If you want to use article sites for, if you don't have your own website and you want to put articles on them, then this doesn't really apply to you, I don't think. Not much anyways. So anyways, first thing I'd say is I've used article sites and like eZine articles and Squidoo and Hub Pages, and for me now, you know, in the past I always kind of wondered, I was like, what's the point of using an article site to put an article on? I have my own website. Why don't I just put my article on my website and get links to that article from my website? I thought about that, but then, you know, I read on the web and stuff that, you know, you should you know, about article marketing, and that's how you can get links to your website and stuff like that. And like I say, you have, you know, an article website, you don't have control, you know. And geez, what else? I mean, if you think about it, you know, here's your website. Here's your website here. This is the destination. This is where you want people to go ultimately, right? So you go over here and you put an article on Hub Pages or Squidoo or whatever website, hoping that you know, people are going to get to here. So you put the article there, then you realize that maybe after a few days, almost nobody's even seeing this article you put on that site. So you realize, oh, I got to get links. So then you build links. So you go to some other website, a forum or whatever, social media site, and then you put a link there to your article on this site, you know. What's the point of putting a link from here to here to here? I mean, you want them to go here, right? So why don't you just put a link here to here? And, you know, in my experience now, what I've learned, yeah, just do that. Put a link here from this site to here. Why send someone here to here? This is 2 steps. 1, 2. Where, you know, basically you just want them to go straight to here, you know. My story is this: I've used Hub Pages, Squidoo, and eZine articles, and a few other like smaller article sites, and I used Hub Pages the most, and I think it's pretty nice. You know, I'm not here to, like, you know, diss them and stuff like that, you know. But my experience was this: I started maybe 8/31/2011, so almost like maybe 10 months. My first article I put on Hub Pages 10 months ago or something like that. And now, as of recently, well, up until I've taken all my stuff off. Well, maybe not all of it. Majority of my articles I'm taking off of Hub Pages and I'm putting on my site. So it took about 10 months for, you know, I had two articles that were on page 1 for pretty good keywords, and one was sending, you know, it was maybe like in the 6th or 7th spot on page 1, and every day it was sending about an average of 50 hits a day, and it took me like 10 months to get that, you know. And I linked from like a page 7. I had one link from like a page 7, page rank 7 website to that article. And then I get a message from Hub Pages saying that my article's linking to a prohibited site. And it turns out that my website is the prohibited site. And so I asked them, why is my website prohibited? It says that your website links to, or there's a link on your website to a downloadable ebook. And, okay, you know, and it's a free ebook. There's nothing for sale. Oh, and a sales page, they said. But there's nothing for sale on my website. So yeah, so, you know, basically I was using the article site to get links to my site, you know, because I thought that would help, you know, my SEO, help me get more traffic and stuff. And that article was starting, you know, it's getting 50 hits a day and going up, you know. So but now, not anymore. And I realize that you don't have control. You know, you put stuff on someone else's website, like Hub Pages or Squidoo, whatever, wherever. If it's not your website, you don't have that much control. You know, you don't have the ultimate control over it. You know, just put it on your site. You know, it doesn't make sense, you know. I mean, unless, I mean, you could probably find some reason, or, you know, some articles or something you can want to put on someone else's site and make it work. The whole point is why, you know, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to get something, you know, a page to rank on the first page. So why use an article site, you know? I mean, as soon as you put an article there, you know, on that site, you'll realize that it's not going to get, it might get, you know, on hub pages, first day you might get 10 or 15 visits, but after that you'll notice pretty much nothing unless you get links to it. So why link, you know, from another site to that site just to get people to your site? Why not put the article on your site and go to the other website and put a link from that website to your website? You know, you're not gonna waste time, and you're not gonna waste effort if something changes or they don't like, you know, what you're doing on your website or something like that. You know, why do that? So that's my 2 cents about using article sites for SEO and traffic. You know, when I first started, I was kind of like, do I do this? Should I? It didn't make 100% sense to me, but you know, I read on the web, yeah, you should do that. It's a way how you get links and stuff like that. Now it's more clear to me, and I'm not like bitter or upset about this. Actually, I was kind of angry at first, you know, but then I was like, you know what? Before I had my doubts about this, so hey, it was just like it's a trigger for me, and I was like, okay, I'm taking my stuff off that site, I'm putting it on my site. I don't need those sites, you know. So yeah, there's a couple other things I thought I could add to that. With the other thing too, besides having more control, you put stuff on your site, you have control over it, right? You don't have to worry about someone else. You've got control over it. The other thing too is, you know, if you're using AdSense or some other advertising or something like that to make money, you're going to make a lot more money on your site than you will putting it on, you know, someone else's site, you know. So, and then what was the other thing? Oh, just the other thing about, you know, hub pages and how they dealt with that. They said, well, I think, I mean, because the reason was because I had a downloadable ebook on my website or something like that, a sales copy. Like I said, there's nothing for sale on my website yet, and I just think it's really kind of silly. It's a free ebook that people could get, you know, or a couple actually free ebooks that people could get if they enter their name, you know, email and stuff like this. But I also think, and even though it's free, I also think even if I was selling something or someone else is selling something, to me that's just, it's like, that's a big deal. I don't think it's personally a big deal. Maybe they think maybe your site could harbor viruses or have something, I don't know, I don't understand. So I didn't quite see the reasoning about that. So anyways, I just suggest you to put the articles, put the content on your site. I wouldn't use article sites, you know, I wouldn't. Maybe you can find some shadow article, or, I mean, some people say to change content, write an article and then rewrite it and put it on another site, but that's not even worth it neither, you know. Just put the content on your site and then go out to other sites and get links to those sites, as opposed to, you know, making a two-step process of going out to the other sites and get links to your article, to get links to, you know, it's just a more of a roundabout way. Just be more direct about it. Put it on your site, get links to your site, you know. Besides, they get the links, they get, you know, it's good for them, it's good for the article site, they get more links pointing to their website, so that boosts their website up, and they make more money, you know. So, but, you know, for someone who's got their own website, why do that? I think it's, in my experience now, it's not really worth it, you know. Just put it on your site.